Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. You join me here on the sink balcony with this fantastic jury-rigged Tesla cannon, courtesy of Father Elijah. So today I thought we want to kind of explore a bunch of the other locations that are dotted around Old World Blues. So there's a few places you can kind of see on the map that we haven't visited yet. So I think I'd like to start in this corner of the map here. So we've got the Z43 Innovative Toxins plant, which we've passed by. There's something there behind the X66 Hexcrete Archipelago. And we've got the Saturnite Alloy Research Facility, which I think we've been into, but there's also something up here. So that's the general plan for today. So we're going to fast travel over to Z43. I'm going to dump some stuff first before we do that, actually, because my carrying capacity is maxed out. Back to my old faithful Q35 matter modulator. Right, let's go and see. Hopefully it's not going to crash. No. You can see all the goo piles from all the stuff. Because, yeah, there's these, like, hexacrete things that seem to grow of their own accord, apparently, which is quite interesting. So, okay. Well, if we've already been in there, then... No, I want to put the marker there. Oh. Oh, look, more radiation. Love it. Oh, there's something creeping about. Is that Night Stalkers? Yeah, of course it's Night Stalkers. It's always Night Stalkers. Oh my god, there's 5 million of them. Ha ha ha, help. Oh, bloody hell. Right, headshot for you. Oh look, I got a challenge reward for completing challenges. Let's get the health back up. I was still in danger apparently. Are you stuck? Well, that's just lovely. Okay. Yeah, it's always Night Stalkers. They seem to be hanging. They seem to like hang around this hexacrete things that are growing. Light wave dynamics, Z38. This is an interesting one. I'll head in. Oh. Okay, well, I'm assuming it's you. Is that... Yeah, the Night Stalkers, their pathing's quite bad in this game, in this DLC for some reason. They really struggle to navigate around things. Oh, now you got free. There you go. At least I helped you from getting stuck on the scenery. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, these things, apparently there's mention that they'll just kind of keep growing and take over the whole place eventually, but the light wave dynamics is an interesting little location. And we've got a blue flag here, which means that this is a good place to be. it's a safe place to be. So you can see we've got these this hologram. So if you've played through Dead Money, you'll know these guys, that there's the holograms that you have in Dead Money, some of which do become hostile, unfortunately. And then that there, no. I believe that is Vera, the singer from Dead Money, because there's a whole thing about Frederick Sinclair and her, and you know, he's got connections to Big Mountain, as well as the Sierra Madre and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, interesting one. Don't know if there's any like that's a door to the outside. Energy weapon skill book recipe, there you go, that's useful. I say there's always something in all the facilities, even if it is just a little thing like a skill book recipe or something like that. Bunch of scrap. And yeah, you've just got these like holograms walking around. Oh, there's proton thrown axes. Yeah, but these ones are harmless. They don't do anything to you. So not a very big location this, but there is one interesting thing, I believe, is if we step into the light. Oh, there's a poster actually in the background for Vera Keys, and then we kind of fall over, and then we can take the valence radii accentuator. So we already got one of those, and then we've got the fancy triple one now as well. But yeah, cabinet, no. But yeah, there's the one of the posters. So Vera Keys, Love Sets Sail. So yeah, presumably this is where they designed the Vera hologram from the Sierra Madre as well. And oh, terminal. Okay, so requisition order holograms. If it wasn't for Sinclair's request, this hologram project would have been canned long ago. In addition to the dispenser tech he wants for the Sierra Madre, he spoke to the big MT execs about using the holograms for defence, ? That's something NE would have to sign off on. I can't even imagine the cost to turn the holograms into something beyond walking cameras and greeters. And why would you? It's only been a little while, and I already hate spending my time with these ghosts walking around the plant. Rather see the research money spent on actually improving the field of view sensors or adding upgrades to the emitters. And then the Vera Keys hologram progress report. Spending a lot of hours getting the Vera Keys hologram looking right. I'm a physicist, not a sculptor. Iterating on her facial features and her dress to match Sinclair's expectations. It's about enough to make me file a complaint. I don't get the sense Sinclair's doing this out of love or well lust. Somewhere along the line, he became cold about the whole matter, as if crafting the hologram just right was something he hated. So a little bit of a hint there about the situation. Obviously, Sinclair wants them to make one of these holograms of Vera, and it has to be perfect, but then his attitude changed partway through the project, and the scientist is like, I'm not sure if this is just a love thing or a lust thing. He thinks that maybe there's more to it than that. So interesting little tidbit about Old World Blues. So we're gonna we'll just head over to the Saturnite alloy research. I want to see this big building at the top of the hill there. I'm pretty sure it's the weather station.
I hope I didn't leave my giant roboscorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
Of course. sake, there's so many lobotomites. Go away. That must have crippled his leg there. He just slowed right down. Right, well, come on then. Why are you hiding? Oh, I think there's more. I can see more red on the compass. Nothing of interest on you, friend. Oh, oh, crap. There we go, got you. Y17 trauma harnesses as well. No. Keep pressing tab to come out of menus, and it's because I've been playing Skyrim a lot just for fun, and something for settling my brain down after packing and things, because it's, I mean, if you've ever moved house before, you know how stressful it is. It can, you know, it's just a nightmare, and as somebody that has spent, you know, 20 odd years with disposable income of my own and a penchant for collecting hobbies, I have a lot of stuff that needs to be packed up, so it's not oh, there's something there I can see. More Y17 trauma harnesses. Yeah, the thing that gets me about them is that that was impressive that laser rifle is standing. It's the rattling of the bones that creeps me out the most about these guys. I don't like that. I mean, I always hated whenever, you know, when I was working as a vet, obviously there would be times where, you know, an animal would come in with a broken leg or something, and the feeling and the feeling of the bone, the broken bones, it just, ugh, not a fan. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I say orthopedics was never going to be my forte. I really did not like anything to do with orthopedics, which is like the branch of medicine that deals with the skeleton, with bones and joints and all that jazz. Not for me. I'm always impressed by anybody that can kind of cope with it. Oh, I'm in danger from who? Hello? Ah. Sentribot. Or actually the RY589 Ultimobot, as he is actually known. There we go. Oh, he went explode. So, yep, there's a wee unique Sentribot, or what's left of said unique Sentribot, and he has an LER on him, and tons of scraps, so, yeah. So, I've missed the name of this place and I've forgotten what it is. So, we're at the Left Field Artillery Launch. So, you can see all these big, massive missiles or warheads that are Saturnite alloy, and well, it's hard to miss the massive guns. So I think these are very similar to the big guns that they were using in, if you've played Operation Anchorage at any point. And then there's the whole thing about the big guns and stuff. I'm pretty sure these are similar to that. So yep, we can do that. But we'll come back to that in a little minute. I think we can get up to all of them, but yeah, there's a fun little thing that you can do with this place and the other place which we did pass by at one point earlier, which is called Boomtown, and it's basically the target for these guns. So again, there's more of these massive warheads. I mean, if I stand up, you know, they're not far off the height of my character. So, you know, plenty of ordnance hanging around. What's in the locker? Oh, lots of useful things. And Sunset Sarsaparilla vending machine. And then there is a little indoor bit. And again, this has been marked in a blue flag by Ulysses. So, not the tidiest of offices in this DLC. Because, you know, a big military truck of some kind has driven through the wall. It's just a clipboard. Anything fun in there? No. Nope. Toolbox. I'm not going to question it if you don't. Let's just not even going to ask what the situation was there. Proton thrown axes, and yeah, oh, and somebody's definitely been crushed. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to get into the drawers on this desk, but we are. Yeah, you could imagine, you know, sitting at your desk. That wouldn't be a fun time. Anything in there? No. But yeah, a good little ammo stash at least in here, which is nice. Yeah. But yeah, this is what happened, and I mean, it's kind of concerning that it was a big truck that's carrying, you know, some pretty hefty munitions, and then there's a lot of empty whiskey bottles, so there's possibly an implication of some kind there. Yeah, I mean, I'm laughing. I have had something similar to this happen to me before. Luckily, no one was actually injured in the whole situation, but there was a house that I used to live in, and when I had my first vet job when I was down in England, and basically there was a sort of garage that was not directly attached to the house.
Surrender yourself. You cannot win, despite the fact that the odds are heavily in your favor.
So it wasn't directly attached to the house, and it was set back. So there was like a driveway that went up to the side of the house, and then the garage was against the back garden. And I got home from work after a 15-hour shift, absolutely exhausted, pulled into the driveway and saw that said garage was in pieces, like literally in pieces, and I was just like, what in the hell happened here? And then I ended up, I phoned the non-emergency police line, and I was like, the only thing I could think that happened was the back of the house, behind my house there was a sort of warehouse, like they delivered, it was like beds or mattresses or something like that, so they did have a lot of big lorries and things parked, and it seems that basically my neighbour came out after they heard me taking pictures in the back garden at 11 o'clock at night in the pitch darkness, because that's what the police had advised me to do. And they came out and told me, oh yeah, this is what happened. And one of the lorries had basically rolled down the hill from the loading bay and just gone right through the back fence and hit the garage. And it was so close to hitting the house. And it was quite an old house. Like it was an old kind of townhouse. Yeah. I just could imagine if I had been in the garage for some reason when that happened. But they didn't even put a note through the door or anything. They just left it. And I came home to be like, what the fuck has happened here? You know, there's just like, there was no explanation. It was a whole thing. So, you know, if you think these things only happen in video games or movies, not necessarily true. Sometimes life is stranger than fiction, so there you go. So before we press any buttons here, we're going to go over to Boomtown, which is X7B, the target zone. Are we safe? No red on the map. Yeah, so this is X7B Boomtown. That is a little bit radioactive, so just be aware. Because it's obviously been shelled to oblivion already. So this is just a little like town that they built to test their munitions out on. Which they obviously have been doing with great enthusiasm. Cyberdog. Some more cyberdogs. Oh! Oh, you're a bit of a sneaky one. Bye. Okay, no, I'm not going to eat the dog meat. Oh. Nice. Let's max out energy weapons. Why not? Science is already maxed out. Let's take survival up as well. Yeah. Sounds good. And then since this would be the level up that I got last time, but lost because of the crash to desktop and because I forgot that I'd turned autosave off, I took atomic. No, it wasn't atomic. What was it? It was one. Meltdown, that's the one. Yeah, so if you kill enemies with energy weapons, they explode basically. So, absolutely. Because as we saw last time, it's quite fun. But then I lost all that progress, so yeah. But yeah, you can see it's already been pretty much shelled to hell. Oh, bobby pins, always good. But, oh, come on. Can you leave me alone? I want to fast travel. Go away. There we go. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, Meltdown, it's actually quite a useful perk, especially in this DLC when you're dealing with massive crowds of enemies that just won't leave you the hell alone. Right, who else wants to fight? Is it you? Go away. Great. What's this? Is this Y17? Okay. Right, so now that we have kind of had a look at the target zone and killed a bunch of stuff, let's go back to the artillery launch. For some reason I can never say that word. Artillery launch. And conveniently the fast travel drops you right here. So, let's press the button. So yeah, you can just fire off. Oh, for God's sake. You see these bloody enemies that just spawn? Oh! Okay. Right. Why do you have to have an incinerator? One of the most annoying things for you guys to have. Well, you now don't have an incinerator anymore. Where are you going? For the missile launcher, great. Well, we're not having that, pal. Nope. Bye. No missile launcher for you. I'll take your incinerator though. Ooh, combat armor. Useful. Okay. Anyway, aside from...
Oh, my mighty roboscorpions, crawl in search of intelligence. Then sting said intelligence. Yes, sting it.
Sure thing, Mobius. Okay, so now that we have fired off the big massive guns, we are going to go back to Boomtown. Can we please stop with the enemies game and just let me fast travel? I'm really, really not interested in fighting. Yes. So, now that we... Oh, leave me alone! I really cannot be bothered with all this. Guys, it's getting really tedious. Oof. That's some explosion and it knocked me flying. Are we quite finished, game? Obviously, fucking not. Go away. Right, come on, stupid dog. Do you not see the goo piles that were all your friends? Go away. Ugh. It's getting ridiculous. Okay, are we quite finished? Thank you. It just gets a bit much sometimes, it's really silly. But yeah, so you can see that there's more craters formed. Ooh. Yeah, stimpaks please, because I seem to be running out of them very quickly. So we've basically trashed this place even more than it already was, but it does open up a couple of things. That you wouldn't have been able to get to before. Also, slide, which doesn't seem to have the mechanics for you to slide down it, which is kind of a shame, but yeah. Hockey mask, no. I'm good without that. So yep, there's another atomic valence tri-radii oscillator and the guns skill book recipe and that footlocker. So you need to basically fire the guns to unearth that footlocker to be able to get it. 3 more money and a teddy bear, sure. Get some mines and some grenades. Anything fun in the fridge? Oh, we've got some irradiated scotch, irradiated Salisbury steak and some irradiated barrel cactus. So yeah, it's kind of unusual to find like properly irradiated food that has higher rads than the normal version, but that's another skill book recipe under our belt from this little location, so that's fun. And radiation levels going up again. Well, of course it is. So yeah, that was Boomtown. So let me do right away. Yeah, the quest markers point me, it wants me to get the last audio sample for the jukebox, but that's from the X42 giant roboscorpion. Oh look, it's more Night Stalkers, because of course it's... Why are you just standing there looking at me? Silly, silly, silly. Yeah, probably crossing this pipe is going to be the sensible way to go to get over there. I think that was already deactivated, because otherwise I think that would have been me exploded. What? Impressive. I can take your Saturnite fist, only just, but I can carry that. Let's see. There's a spore plant. So, yep, there's... That explosion can be really quite dramatic sometimes. Is that another spore plant there? Is that what I'm seeing? There's something down there. Okay. But yeah, so you can see actually from here, just like what happened in Vault 22 itself, that like the vines and the plants and the spore plants are kind of spreading across. They've got quite a range on them as well. They've also got a lot of levitating body parts. That's an impressive trick. Physics engine's having a bad day. Right. Okay. The good thing about the spore plants is that they're plants, so they, you know, they can't do anything about it if you just decide to walk away. Yeah, that's Hey, look at me not getting blown up by the mines on the pipes for once. I forget that they're there and don't pay attention. It's own fault, really.
All lobotomites, please stop milling about. Really?
Yep. Damn it. Silly, 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 silly Emma. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right, welcome to the meteorological facility. What's it called again? X17 Meteorological Station. So we're on the roof, actually. Because we just are. So there's a thing where you come out onto the roof through the lift, and then enemies spawn at you. Or you can just climb down from the cliff and then avoid it. For a handful of bottle caps. I don't think there's anything else really of massive interest up here. I must have got too close to the elevator. So yeah, basically, if you take the elevator up, then these guys appear. And you can tell that the game's just spawned them in, because they literally weren't there, and now they are. This guy's just taking a leisurely walk. Maybe shouldn't have been so confident, mate. Oh, there goes your arm. Yeah, so as if you get too close to the elevator or you come out through the elevator, these guys are supposed to spawn and attack. But there's an interesting thing that we can do inside this place, and it's quite a nice touch that it connects to Higgs Village. So, but yeah, we'll not go in the lift and go through the facility backwards, because I feel like that's kind of cheating. So we'll, yeah. Oh, you have ECPs, useful. Looks like he's got glowing flesh. I didn't think they had any flesh, because, you know, they're... I was like, is that too high a jump? Nah, it turns out it was. Well, so again, this one's marked in blue, so Ulysses is telling us that this place isn't too problematic, aside from the gutsies. An iron belly. So he's your unique gutsy in this explosion took out his friend. I have, okay, literally no health. Skeleton there. Let's see. Officey stuff. This seems to be functioning okay. Radioactive water. Lots of coffee mugs if you want to bring presents back for Muggy. Iron belly. Okay, and then that's another Mr. Gut set. Yeah, so there's the elevator. That was how you get up to the roof. What we've got in here? Ammo and some scrap. Yeah. I think that's everything for like enemies in this location. There's more ammo. You do get a lot of 44 and 357 Magnum rounds in this DLC because basically they give you a rapid fire version that uses that ammo, the rapid fire gun, the K9000 cyberdog gun. And because it's rapid fire, it just goes through ammo like nobody's business, so the game has to give you ammo to keep the new guns running. There we go, more again. I'm really more interested in getting stim packs, so to be honest, game. But yeah, so this is the meteorological station, so it's obviously all about kind of weather effects and things. You can see there's things like sparking, because I do know that there's a place kind of like this in the real world. I remember they've used it in Mythbusters a few times, and it's like it generates lightning strikes so that they can test things for during lightning strikes. And I know they used it to test like if you could get electrocuted in the shower, if you took a shower and there was a thunderstorm and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting little place. There's obviously just a lot of machinery and stuff. Just let's see if there's any other interesting loot or anything in this place, but I think we've found pretty much all of it on this level. But I want you to know one thing, which is here, right under here. There's this pile of dirt, okay? So just remember that's there. And obviously if you played this DLC you know exactly what I'm talking about, but what I don't think people necessarily know about is everything that's involved. So if we come up here, we've got this little model. Take there's nothing in that, yeah. So we've got this little model, this little diorama of Higgs Village. So we've got the 6 houses, there's little tiny trees, then there's the fountain in the middle. And yeah, you just got these cute little model houses. And then if we go round to the control room, well, there was a quicker way I could have done that, but never mind, here we are. And we've got this map here, which is not the big empty actually. This map is the divide. So this is actually the whole area that's now the divide, with the Ashton, the missile silo, and all the barracks and all that stuff. So that's actually what this map is depicting. So that's an interesting little thing. Let's see, anything fun in the desk? No. Mad Scientist scrubs. Oh, and this is also where you get the snow globe. So the thing is that even if you've destroyed Mr. House and everything, in the DLCs there's a snow globe in each of the DLCs, but if you find that it gets sent to Lucky 38 automatically and you get 2,000 bottle caps, so you know you don't need to do anything about it. You just get the money. And that happens even if House is already dead and you've kind of got rid of him and everything. It doesn't matter. So that's quite nice. Yeah. But yeah, so it's interesting to note that that's what this area is the divide on this map, and then this terminal. So we want to begin weather test. And then you can see it starts raining on the little model of Higgs Village. And if you turn your head up, it's raining sideways, so yeah, it goes a bit weird. So the raindrops are falling the wrong angle, but and you can see though that the fountain in the middle has started working. So that's the one thing. And then if we go down past this, is this like a massive, like one of those floor scrubby things? That because we have basically started water pouring down here, we've got a soggy duffel bag, and it's the only duffel bag in the game that's classed as soggy, and we've got a couple of bits and pieces in it. So there's an ashtray, camera, but we got a stim pack and some ammo, which was nice. So yeah, little weather test there. But the thing about it isn't it something that, you know, you might not make the connection that, you know, you do that on the little model of Higgs Village, but then what happens if we now go back to the real Higgs Village? So let's go and find out if it'll let me fast travel. Please let me fast travel. Higgs Village, yeah. Okay. Coast is clear for once. And we're now safe, but you can see the fountain in the real Higgs Village is now working where it wasn't before. So yeah. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. It gives you a clean source of water, which is useful if you're on hardcore mode. But it's just a nice little touch, and it's kind of a weird connection that, you know, you start raining on the model of Higgs Village and it gets the fountain going, and then for some reason it makes the fountain and the real Higgs Village start working. So yeah, just it's such a random little thing, but quite a nice touch. There's a lunchbox. Yeah, so now you've got a nice source of rad-free water whenever you want in a nice safe location. So yeah, there you go. It's just a fake railway tunnel, huh? Yeah, it's just there's just so many like fun little things that happen in the background in this DLC, and you know the ties to all the other DLCs, all the other stories as well is just it's phenomenal. Okay, anything fun in there? Paint gun, fun. But yeah, so now we have a running fountain in Higgs Village, even though nobody actually lives here. I mean, you can basically move in, although, you know, the sink has everything that you would really conceivably want already. Here we go. Oh, that was dramatic. Yeah, it's the thing about that meltdown perk. It's quite fun, but bloody hell, it makes the kill cam very dramatic sometimes. Okay. I'm trying to think what else there is that we've not looked at yet. Let me just check a map. Bear with me. Okay, so we're picking back up. So I've moved over to the hazmat testing ground. So there's a couple of other wee locations to visit before we're done with all the side stuff, and then it's time to get back to the kind of main plot of the DLC. So we're just kind of round the back of the think tank dome. And then there's the Forbidden Zone dome all lit up in red. So there's a couple of locations nearby over here that we haven't visited yet, as well as random footlocker with scrap electronics. Stuff everywhere. Anything interesting? New turpentine? No, I think that's fine. But yeah, you might have caught a glimpse, and we did pass this area in another episode, so you can see that sticking out of the ground there. And obviously there's... Whoa! Oh! That was nice and dramatic. That's why you were struggling, you had a shotgun. But yeah, we've got some piles of junk, including Securitrons, and what looks like a giant roboscorpion. And over in caution. I know there's somebody around, but I can't see where you are just yet. I think it's up here. Oh, here we go. We've visited every location. Even though I've still got 2 blank ones on my map. And yeah, there's some lobotomites hanging around. Oh, bobby pins. Yeah, I'll take the bobby pins. Oh! Oh, that was great. Okay. Anyway. So this is the waste disintegration platform. Oh, which I've just fell off, so that was clever, Emma. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I'm in danger, Emma. From who? Okay. Right, so let's try that again.
The Uncanny Valley Research Center has been cancelled until further notice. As in, until someone notices it.
But yeah, we've got a waste disposal ground here. some scrap electronics, some broken down Securitrons and other various detritus. Don't think you can do anything with this place though. I mean, obviously there's the control centre there that we were at, but I don't think... Kind of a shame, really. But we have got a blue flag mark from Ulysses. Loading station. Yeah, it's a weird thing that seems to do if the meltdown perk triggers that it moves you facing up the way. Okay, there's probably more lobotomites. So you can see something blue there, which is probably a proton and Versalax. But yeah, so loading station. So I'm assuming that that's basically for loading up stuff to be delivered to wherever it needs to go. Sure. And yeah, you can see that the railway line...
His army. His roboscorpions crawl everywhere in search of intelligence to devour and stupefy.
Yep. But yeah, so you can see that the railway line obviously runs into that, and then there's a big crane for lifting stuff. And then the railway tunnel. Let's switch to the... because, yeah, we're close to the entrance to the Forbidden Zone at X42, which means roboscorpions, so be warned for more explosions. Because the roboscorpions already explode when they die. But now this makes them like... yeah. Like legendary robots in Fallout 4 that they explode twice. So be wary. Yeah, so we've been down here before. There's the North Train Tunnel, then there's X42, which is where the quest marker's pointing me. And then there's another location over here which will trigger, which we have ventured into in my Science of Fallout series on bloatflies. So you've got the mysterious cave, which is where the legendary bloatfly lives. I don't have enough stimpaks to risk taking that on, but there's X42, so that's kind of end game, so we'll come back to that. But there is a location behind it that we want to visit. So just final kind of research facility, which we haven't been to. It's kind of weird that the game is like, oh yeah, you visited all the locations, but we actually haven't quite done that yet. Another warning from Ulysses. I'm assuming that he just somehow carries a stencil and some spray paint about with him wherever he goes. go. So yeah, we're into the cliffs with these mysterious angry red crystals. Oh, you had a stealth boy. Nice. And a friend.
Roboscorpion, attack!
Oh. I don't know what happened there. Oh no, where are we?
I didn't leave my giant roboscorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. I have no idea what killed me there, but I don't know, unless I stupidly wandered into a mine or something at the same time as all the roboscorpions exploded. Yeah, it's way easier to come at it from this side anyway, because you can see the light from the Forbidden Zone dome. And then, there we go, now we've discovered every location. I'll have to go back and get the rest, but I'll do that off screen. Some footlockers with some ammo, useful. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Skeleton. Oh, stim packs, yes please. Duffel bag. Melee weapon skill book. So yeah. So this is the Y0 Research Centre. Yeah, so you can't actually get into this facility because the trucks are stuck up at the door. But there is a big book of science. Apparently. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so there's another skeleton duffel bag and a big book of science. And some buff out. The Xander route looks massive here as well, I have to say. Should probably collect some of that. I feel like I might need to go and make my own stim packs. Because I am going through them, and it's just, this DLC is just utterly relentless with the enemies. They're just constantly spawning and coming at you. There is a terminal. Must be around the other side. Yeah, see the door's completely blocked off by this truck. So you can't get in. Inaccessible. But there is a terminal that is quite impressive given that it's half buried, is still functioning. So requisition order, dispensers. We finished up the design for the dispensers for the Sierra Madre villa as requested. That bigwig Sinclair went to the big MT execs. He wanted emergency dispensers for his sheltered villa in case war broke out and they needed to care for the survivors there. He's done everything he can to isolate the community and tighten security. Now he just needs to guarantee a food supply and be able to ration out resources. In the event of nuclear holocaust, I hear he even narrowed the streets so cars couldn't come inside town, let alone come up to the villa. Dispenser funding update. Got the funding from Sinclair. Near as I can tell, he's willing to not only bankrupt himself for these devices, he's struck a deal with the big MT executives, letting the villa become a lab for the supposedly harmless prototype tech here. I've seen the big MT execs do this with other isolated towns. Hopeville Meteorological Research up north. So that's a place that you visit during the Lonesome Road, and the divide is Hopeville, and the whole process is not what I signed up for. So again, more confirmation that there's a lot of connections between the crazy science stuff happening here and what happened at the Sierra Madre. So the dispensers, what he's talking about is there's the vending machines in the Sierra Madre and Dead Money, where you use Sierra Madre chips to buy, and you get like food and clothes and stuff like that. That's what this is talking about. So this is where those were made. But they were also talking about testing stuff out at Hopeville, which we visit there. There's a missile silo and stuff as part of Lonesome Road. So it's just so elegantly done that they've just woven all these stories together, and there's so many connections between what happens here and what went on here and what happened in all these other locations. And then we're back at X-22, which obviously has a lot of kind of things in common with Vault 22, and as we saw, if you watched my Vault 22 videos, that has consequences for other places as well, because a bunch of people left Vault 22 and ended up travelling to Zion Canyon, and spreading their spores and their sickness and things like that. So it's it's just so well done. But that's pretty much all the kind of side locations for the kind of games. So the main things, what we have left to do is we have to finish off X2 and get the technology from X2, because we haven't done that yet. And then it's really a case of continuing with the main story. So I'll go back and tick off these other locations just so that it's all on my achievements and stuff, because I think we're I don't it doesn't really show up, does it? But yeah, you've got all the the little extra kind of achievements that were added, which are quite fun. So I even got an achievement for completing 50 of the achievements, so impressive. But yeah, that I think should do for this week, and then next week we will head to X2, we'll get that done. And then it'll be time to finally go and meet with Dr. Mobius and get our brain back and stuff. So that's going to be the plan for next week. So I'll just off screen go and quickly visit all the places that we missed, because I don't know what happened there for me to die. I don't really know, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's everything from me for this week. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this quite fun. It's there's a lot of kind of interesting things, and things where you do something one place and then it actually has an effect on another location in the game, and you have to kind of intuit that to discover things, and that helps you pick up a few of the bits and pieces. So it's definitely something, and it's really a DLC that does reward exploring, and you've got all these kind of half running facilities and stuff that's happening, and it's just really interesting to get into it. And then you start to learn, and you can start to piece together some of the kind of stuff that was happening before the bombs fell, with some of these characters, especially some that you don't meet them but you hear about them in various places, and it really helps you kind of piece together some of the details. So hopefully that's been interesting. But next time we'll be moving on with some of the main storyline, and I'll see you then. Bye.